Hi, my name is Ash. I'm so happy that you found my channel. If you're new here, welcome and hello. And if you're returning, I'm so glad that you're here again. I hope you're gonna love this video. Give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. If you don't know, I am a mom of two. I have a 5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old, and I'm currently pregnant with baby number 3. So I'm gonna jump right into it, starting with my daughter. She is 2.5, so I was looking for gifts that are appropriate for anyone from about 2 to 3, because I do like to think ahead and shop. With Christmas, I think things they'll be growing into in the coming year. So she will be turning 3 and be 3 before next Christmas comes. So I wanted to really lean into that and also her interests. So as I mentioned, she is a girl, but I do think that these gifts would be, while specifically tailored to her, totally appropriate for a boy as well. Or in some cases, you know, there might be some color variations or something that you might do depending on the taste of who you're shopping for. But anyway, for both of my kids, I have these. I'm going to try to angle this so it's not getting crazy in the lights. I'm filming with lights because it's the nighttime, because I wanted to do this video while my kids are asleep. Anyway, this is a sticker set by Melissa and Doug. It's one of those puffy, reusable sticker sets. My kids really love them. It came as a 2-pack. One is going to my daughter and one to my son. They're both Christmas themed, which I think they will really, really enjoy. I honestly bought that to be a stocking stuffer, and I've had sets like this before, so I should have realized there's no way that's fitting in the stocking. So that's gonna go under the tree. Now for each of my kids, I've also picked out a book. This is the book that I've selected for my daughter. She's really, really into babies, and so I think she'll like this book a lot. And it's nice and big. It's kind of a little bit of a puffy texture cover, and then it's a board book inside, and it's interactive. There's sort of flaps and little things you can do throughout the book, which I know she'll enjoy because she loves lift the flap books, probably the most of any kind of book. And she also really loves any sort of tactile, sensory, touch and feel type of books. So this will be really, really great for her, I think. And also it's related to one of the larger gifts she's receiving this year, which you'll see in just a moment, and I hopefully will sort of help to inspire her play with that larger item. This is a pajama set. This one is from Baby Gap, and it's a leopard print all over. I may pop in a picture of it just so you can see what it actually looks like rather than just the square here. But anyway, both my kids are getting pajamas this year, and their pajamas are each themed to be somewhat coordinating with another larger gift they're getting, even though they don't really belong together. It's just, that's kind of how I shop in my mind. I love when I can get things that sort of flow together for whatever. We also decided to get her these mag formers. We have a lot of magnetiles, and my kids absolutely love them. Both my kids are crazy about them. So this is something that would be good for probably from her age all the way up through at least early elementary school. But the magnetiles are kind of thinner, and they fall apart easily. They're easier for my older child to manipulate, but for my daughter, she gets a little bit frustrated. The mag formers look a little thicker, so I thought they might be a little easier for her to build with, and I'm really excited to give them a try. I also got them in this really pretty colorway with the pink and the kind of aqua and the purple, which I think she will enjoy. And it does come in other colors. There's rainbow colored ones, and there are some that come in just a blue and a green. Now I'm gonna show you the big item, which I was talking about, which coordinates with the book that we got for her. This is something that I'm really, really excited about because I've been waiting basically for 20 years to buy something from the American Girl store. I've wanted one of these since I was a little girl and didn't get one, so anyway. We decided to get her the Bitty Baby. I think she will really like it because she is, as I mentioned, really into babies. And also, she is going to be getting a new baby sibling this spring. We chose to go with the sort of lighter skin, brown hair, brown eyes doll, thinking that this is probably the closest to what our new baby will look like, and definitely the closest to what my daughter looks like, although, you know, who knows what could happen. There are only 6 choices, so we just kind of went with the closest one. When you order the Bitty Baby, you get to choose a pajama set to go with it. I chose this Make sure it's not too much glare on that. I chose this rainbow dot set. It was just the one that looked cutest to me. I also got her this little wipes case, which I'm hoping she will really like to use with the reusable cloth wipe, because she is always taking the wipes that we have at our house and using them to wipe her babies, and using them, and you know, if I don't catch her in time, she'll have pulled the whole container of wipes out. So I'm hoping this will kind of divert her from that, but you know, we'll see. And just a couple of little baby bottles, because she does really love feeding her babies. And these are just slightly nicer than, she has the set from Target, which are pretty comparable and I think cost the same amount as these, but I did like that these have, this one at least, you kind of, when you press the nipple inwards as though you're feeding the baby, the nipple goes in, so it kind of looks like the baby's really eating, which I think she'll like. Now, there is something really, really big that we are planning to get for her this year, but we haven't gotten yet. Probably going to be ordering during the Black Friday sale. We actually went into the store to look at this. It's from Pottery Barn Kids. So we went to the Pottery Barn Kids at our local mall just to test this out and see if she would really love it, and she does. Although she liked a different one than I thought. See, we thought we were going to get her the rocking unicorn, but she actually was really drawn to the elephant. So I believe we're going to be ordering her the rocking plush elephant, but we're waiting for the Black Friday sale. There's some pretty good sales going on right now, but we're just holding out to see if there's a slightly better sale coming up. So that's going to be coming, but moving on to my 5-year-old. He's a little bit more challenging to shop for in some ways than my 2.5-year-old, because she is really, I would say she's a Renaissance woman. She has probably 50 interests. And she's, you know, she loves everything, and she'll play with so many different toys, and she loves everything her big brother loves and things that he's never been interested in. Like, she'll play with a lot of different things for a short period of time. Whereas my son is more fixated in his interests. So the things that he likes, he will spend a great deal of time with. And most other toys just kind of are nothing to him, you know, like they don't get used at all. So keeping that in mind, we tried really hard to think of some things that he would really, really enjoy and that would really bring a lot of value to the home for him this year. I'm gonna start with these stickers, because as I mentioned before, both my children got these sticker sets that I think they're really, really going to enjoy. He also got a book. His, as you can see, is enormous. I think he will like this a lot because he's gotten really interested in maps, and he's just kind of started to understand the concept of geography, as far as we're in one place and there are other places. When we went on vacation this summer, we took a little road trip, and so the idea of we're crossing into a different state was really interesting to him, and he's starting to get more and more interested in and more understanding of what that's all about. So I think he's going to enjoy this 50 States book quite a bit, hopefully. He also has a set of pajamas. I'll pop in a picture of these so you can see what the spacesuit looks like. It looks like you're wearing a little astronaut suit when you're wearing these pajamas. And these are also, if I didn't mention before, from Baby Gap. I know he's really going to like those because he is super into space. That's one of his big interests. And it also coordinates, just as my daughter's coordinates with an item, which I didn't really explain actually. My daughter's item that coordinates with her, you know, she has her leopard print pajamas, and I was kind of thinking that coordinates with the elephant rocker. So like I said, that's just in my mind and not really, you know, kind of like a wild animal theme. Well, he's got the space pajamas, and that really coordinates with this telescope. Now this telescope says it's for kids 8 and older, so this will definitely be an item that he is using together with us. We have a nicer, more adult telescope, but he's still at a phase where, you know, he's learning how to take care of nice things, and sometimes he does really well, and sometimes, you know, there are incidents. So this will be a good sort of lower stakes than our adult telescope chance for him to practice taking care of a nice thing. Next, I have to show you a whole bunch of items, but I'm thinking of them in my mind as one gift because they all kind of coordinate, and you will see what I'm talking about. Small Legos. He's gonna be so excited because he doesn't know that he's allowed to have these yet. We have not let him have small Legos yet. So we got a whole bunch of kind of coordinating sets rather than one big set. And these are all the Arctic Adventure sets, which I think kind of hit a nice sweet spot between going for what he likes, which is something where there's, you know, an adventure happening, but also being like, you know, exploration based, I think is the word I'm looking for. So that was just a little set of Arctic Explorers. I think he's gonna be really excited about this one because this one is some sort of, it's an ice crawler, and it looks like basically some kind of an ice robot machine, and there's like a little animal it's rescuing from the ice or something. And then this one is a Arctic air transport. So we've got some sort of, I don't know if this is a plane or like a really fancy helicopter, and it seems like it's lifting, I guess that's like a saber-toothed tiger or some sort of an ice tiger or something from the ice. I think that's gonna be really, really exciting for him as well. And then we got him this little blue Lego base plate just so he can build his, you know, Arctic expedition things on this little base plate. I picked blue because I figured that kind of goes with the iciness of the other Legos. Another thing we have for him, kind of continuing with the icy theme, is this game, Don't Break the Ice. We've gotten really into playing games as a family, and I think he will really enjoy this one. We're also going to get a game for Emerald. I haven't gotten it yet, but I think we're going to get her Candyland. We already have Candyland, but it was just the, you know, the $5 Candyland set, and we play it so much. She is obsessed with it. I didn't know that 2.5-year-olds could really be into board games until I met her, but she loves them, and there are a few like Candyland that she's really able to play, and she asks to play several times a day. So it's getting very, very worn out. The board is just falling apart. I'm thinking of going ahead and for her game investing in a nicer Candyland set. Now there's one last thing I want to tell you about for my son, which is that we are planning to get him a record player. That seems like maybe a little bit of a surprising gift for a 5-year-old, but he's really, really into music. And I remember when I was little, and my husband also remembers the same toy. My brother actually had this toy. It was a Fisher-Price record player. It was like an orange plastic. I think it was Fisher-Price. It was orange plastic, and it really played records though, like real records. Now they make a kind of retro throwback version of that, but it doesn't actually play real records, which I think is just appalling. We want to get him an actual record player. So we're going to get him one of those, I think one of those Crosley ones, which I know for people that are actually really into record players, like adults, that's not considered to be great music or anything. But I think as an equivalent to a children's toy record player, it should be really great and really fun for him and for the whole family. So that's everything that I am going to show you today. I may later in the season do some kind of a haul where I show you, you know, if there's any other things that I pick up for them that I think you would really like to see. Like, I think this is such a great gift idea, people need to see this. Or other gifts that they get that I think we want to show just to get more gift ideas for people looking in the future. I may do another video like that. But for now, this really gives you a great idea of what Rob and I got our kids for Christmas. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I love being able to share with you, and I hope to be talking to you again really, really soon.